starts now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Justin Betty. We'll get to those stories in just a few minutes. But first, we are preparing for potentially a major snowstorm moving through our area tomorrow. Newswatch 12 Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller is tracking it for us. Jeff.
Yeah, hey, Justin. The light snow and flurries out there now is not the main event. The main event arrives about this time tomorrow evening with snow, and that snow will be heavy tomorrow night into early parts of Saturday morning. Already, winter storm warnings posted for tomorrow. They kick in about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, linger through about noon on Saturday for snow, heavy snow in excess of 6 inches in the areas you see here in pink, about 5 to 7 in the areas in blue. And this is what that map's going to look like, most likely by about midday on Saturday. The problem here is, unlike the last two systems, this is going to be that heavy, really wet snow, difficult to shovel, difficult to move around. It's going to come down very fast tomorrow night with 1 to 2 inch per hour snowfall rates and maybe some thunder snow across the area as well. The system out there now is pulling out of here. That one's not the one. The other one is over here. That's going to make a beeline across central Wisconsin tomorrow and bring us that snow on the north side of the system. Our forecast though for tonight though is increasing clouds, a couple of flurries left over with low temperatures down near 18. Your full forecast is coming up, Justin.
All right, thanks, Jeff. With more snow on the way, snowplow drivers and road crews will be very busy tomorrow. Oneida County Highway Department Commissioner Alex Hegeman spoke with Newswatch 12 today about how much preparation goes into plowing the roads each year.
Living in northern Wisconsin, we never know when winter is going to show up. It could be middle of October, it could be middle of November. But yeah, it's important. It takes time to go through all the trucks and get them set up and get the plows on and the augers on and make sure everything's working.
Despite the unpredictability of northern Wisconsin weather, drivers say plowing the roads is a rewarding job.
I was a firefighter for 16 years, so I was always about helping people and stuff like that. And to me, doing this is doing that.
Right now, the Oneida County Highway Department is hiring for limited-term employment, with drivers earning $35 an hour after their initial training period. We'll have more on exactly what they do to get ready for the snow coming up tonight on Newswatch 12 at 6. Many northern Wisconsin towns and cities have already declared snow emergencies starting tomorrow evening and running through Saturday afternoon. The city of Merrill, Schofield, the village of Weston, Wausau are just a few of the examples. During snow emergencies, vehicles are not be parked on streets to allow the snow plows to do their job. Vehicles that are parked on city streets can be ticketed up to $20 and could even be towed at the owner's expense. With today's slippery roads, a propane truck rolled over near Monaco this afternoon. Emergency officials say it happened while the vehicle was heading north on Highway 45 and it rolled over near Kurtz Road around 1. No other vehicles were involved. Emergency response personnel are now directing traffic near the crash site. Should be cleared up by about now. Still no word on what exactly led to that crash. Supply chain issues are having ripple effects all throughout the economy. In the Northwoods, thousands of people are depending on a good snowmobile season ahead. But with the season being so short as is, sledders could feel the effects of delayed parts. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson explains.
Dream came true, really.
Mike Baker did one thing when he opened his shop. Followed his dreams.
That's actually something that I wanted to do since I was a little kid. Believe it or not, I wanted to own my own power sports shop.
Baker slowly worked his way up.
I started in my garage, believe it or not, about 12 years ago and just slowly turned into a bigger shop.
For the past 5 years, he's worked at this shop off of Highway 17, Precision Power Sports in Rhinelander. He's been busy since it opened.
There's always something to be working on.
Motorcycles, ATVs, snowmobiles. Baker works on whatever is in season. Right now, that's snowmobiles. Although most trails in the Northwoods can't open until mid-December, Baker suggests riders get prepared. Except right now, that's barely possible.
Parts for this, we're waiting on bearings and the drive shaft for this machine over here, and it's about a month and a half before we'll get the parts for that.
Baker usually only has to wait a few days to get parts. Now it takes up to a few months.
It's the way it goes right now.
Baker has all the parts he needs ordered. They just haven't arrived yet.
Mike does a lot of work with snow plows, and they're all on back order right now. This one right here he just received, and it took 4 months to get here.
In Eagle River, Trackside is experiencing similar problems. New snowmobiles are hard to come by and sell out almost immediately.
Pretty much everything on the showroom floor is sold, and we are waiting on sleds to roll in. We're going to build them as fast as we can and get them out on the trails.
That's the goal for both Trackside and Precision Power Sports, to get people out riding as soon as possible.
It's a big deal, especially with snowmobiles, because our riding season's only realistically a month. So when your machine's down for 3 weeks, most of your riding season's gone.
Reporting for Newswatch 12 in Rhinelander, I'm Morgan Johnson.
Well, the recent snow allowed Minocqua Winter Park to open its trail on Wednesday. Staff members say they look forward to the heavy snow coming up in the forecast to just add on to their skiable base layer.
We need about 6 to 12 inches to get the park open, and then we need about another 6 to 12 inches to get it to its ideal state of being.
If you want to enjoy the snow, you can stop by the park's pro shop for rentals or equipment help.
So we have a full-service pro shop. We sell skis. We also have a full rental fleet of equipment, and we also service skis. So we wax skis. We get them all prepped for the season.
For the latest trail conditions, you can go to their website or follow Minocqua Winter Park on Facebook. We'll take a closer look at their trails and what sets them apart from other destinations coming up on Newswatch 12 at 6. Tonight we have an update on that police standoff in Marshfield last night. A man has now been taken into custody. In a news release, Marshfield police say they responded to the residents on Pop Avenue in reference to an individual making homicidal statements. Police say the individual then left the house with what appeared to be a long-barreled rifle, but when he was confronted by officers, he went back inside, leading to the standoff. Marshfield police say they started talking to the individual, trying to make sure the situation ended peacefully. The individual was eventually taken into custody without incident. The area is now clear for normal travel. A Rhinelander company has been ordered to pay a $90,000 fine for violating the state's air pollution control laws. Red Arrow Products manufactures liquid smoke. It's operated by Carey Incorporated, an international company with several locations in Wisconsin. The state's complaint alleges 8 violations against Carey, including exceeding particulate matter emissions and failure to maintain required records. Since the alleged violations occurred, Carey has also invested in and implemented facility upgrades to avoid any more violations. More teens will soon be able to get a COVID-19 booster shot, as today the FDA approved the Pfizer booster for 16 and 17-year-olds at least 6 months after completing their first vaccinations. This comes less than a month after a third shot was approved for adults 18 and over. The FDA's Center for Biologics Evaluation and Research Director Peter Marks says the benefits of the booster outweigh any potential risks. Just yesterday, Pfizer announced the third dose is proving much more effective against the new Omicron variant than just the first 2. The CDC will still need to sign off on these boosters for the teen age group before the shots can officially be given to them. At least 5 colleges and universities are putting in place COVID-19 booster mandates for their students. Those schools are the University of Notre Dame, Syracuse University, Northeastern University, Smith College, and the University of Massachusetts at Amherst. Syracuse students will have to get the shot before the start of the spring semester. Notre Dame requires them to have a booster by mid-spring semester. The historic Ironwood Theater is celebrating Christmas this weekend in an interesting way. A historic hit Christmas will be playing the 1910 silent movie version of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol with a live original score. After the screening, a concert including old and new holiday music will take place. Tickets are $10 for adults, $5 for children. The show starts at 7 on Saturday and 2 on Sunday. Warzala, a book printer company in Stevens Point, is asking community members to help brighten the holidays for families in need. Folks can drop off canned food, clothing, household items, or other in-demand products at Warzala's lobby anytime between now and December 22nd. All items and donations go to Operation Bootstrap, Toys for Tots, and the Boys and Girls Club. Warzala is located on Jefferson Street in Stevens Point. If you're interested in donating, you'll also be entered in a drawing to win a book a month in 2022. It's been a little over a week now since the shooting at an Oxford high school in Michigan. Today, some state lawmakers proposed new gun legislation. We'll hear from them after the break.
Hi, this is Jenny, the manager of your local Big Deal store. Visit our store and save money while supporting local businesses. Go to AnagoBigDeals.com. That's AnagoBigDeals.com.
Carpet City.
Come to Carpet City Flooring Center and get the toughest waterproof floors in the industry, where they're in stock and on sale. Rigid Maximum XL is 50% thicker and 30% longer, resulting in maximum durability, which is perfect for active families and pets. Not to mention, it's easy to install. Come to Carpet City Flooring Center to get your Rigid Maximum XL waterproof floors today.
Carpet City. Our prices will floor you.
Whether you slip and fall or you're injured during the game, you can count on Bone and Joint walk-in care. Avoid crowded waiting areas and the high cost of emergency rooms. Instead, be seen promptly by an orthopedic provider at a fraction of the cost. Bone and Joint's skilled team can diagnose and treat sprains, strains, and fractures without an appointment. With 3 convenient locations, we'll help you get back to the things you enjoy.
WJJQ is giving away $2,500 in $25 gift certificates during our 25 Days of Christmas giveaway. Visit WJJQ.com for information in the 25 Days of Christmas giveaway from WJJQ.
This year, don't just get ready, get holiday ready. And the only place to start is at your local Ford dealer. Get the Ford SUV that's perfect for your family's holiday traditions. Ford Explorer, Escape, or Bronco Sport with our best offers of the season. Inventory is arriving daily, so see your Ford dealer today and get holiday ready. Now get a Ford Explorer with 0% financing for 60 months plus $500 bonus cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Welcome back, my friends. You and I get to chat weather for about 4 minutes, and we are about to go through some things. Beginning tomorrow, snow is on the way. Locally heavy snowfall tomorrow night into early parts of Saturday. Then the wind kicks up. So overall, great news for the snow trails. Bad news if you have travel plans tomorrow evening into early parts of Saturday. Let's start here. This is where the winter storm warning kicks in about 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon and lingers through about noon on Saturday. If you are in pink, basically, you're looking at 6+ inches of snow or more coming our way for tomorrow evening. And then the blue areas are lesser amounts, but still pretty much everybody's getting a healthy dose of snow beginning about this time tomorrow night. And here's what that map looks like. Now, this will shift a bit with future forecasts, but overall, you see the idea. There's going to be a narrow band here of 8 to 12 inches. Within this narrow band, looking from like Merrill over toward the Anago area, could easily see 12, 13, 14 inches of snow with this beginning tomorrow night and early parts of Saturday. But where that band exactly sets up is still a bit of a mystery. But overall, you can see everybody's going to get some snow. Traveling tomorrow evening is going to be a thing. Best thing to do is to stay inside tomorrow night into early parts of Saturday. I did some digging and looked at the last year's snow season, right? And the top 5 snowiest days we had, the highest one was April 12th with 9.1 inches. We could easily beat that with the storm system coming through tomorrow. So get ready. We'll be digging this one out. And the problem with this one is the snow. It's not going to be light and fluffy at all. It's going to be heavy and wet, which, as you know, is very not easy to move around. All right, so here's the checklist. It starts tomorrow about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Heavy, wet snow, hard to shovel. Lift with your legs, not with your back. 1 to 2 inch per hour snowfall rates tomorrow night, with potentially some thunder snow. Yeah, I haven't had that for a while, right? Increasingly windy on Saturday will likely move the trees around, and that's going to take down some power lines as well, with difficult travel probably through Saturday afternoon. All right, the snow we have out there right now is not the main event. We had light snow across the area today. Generally a ½ inch to 1 inch of snowfall across much of the area. The roads are slippery out there currently. There's kind of pulling out of the area now. That's not the main event, but still visibility reduced a bit, down to 6 miles in Rhinelander, 7 for Merrill, and some very, 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 very light snow moving out of the area right now. All right, so here's system 1. It's right there. System 2, that's the one. That's the Colorado low. These things are notorious for getting lots of energy. They get all wrapped up in all layers of the atmosphere. They tap into all sorts of moisture out of the Gulf of Mexico and make a beeline for southern Wisconsin. The heaviest snowfall is about 150 miles northwest of the low. Well, guess where we are? In central Wisconsin. That's where we're going to be, where the heaviest snow is going to fall tomorrow. It's just now getting its act together across parts of Colorado. It will go something just like that up our way across parts of southern Wisconsin tomorrow. All right, Futurecast shows the clouds getting out of here tonight, and then by tomorrow, here we are about 4 o'clock in the evening, snow just starting, so much of tomorrow is just fine, all right? Tomorrow evening, the snow starts, and once it starts, the initial band could be a heavy band of snow, making roads go downhill very quickly. And then here we are into Saturday, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's all pulling out of here, so a good probably 20 hours of snowfall across the area. Then our attention turns toward temperatures. So out there today, highs basically in the low 30s. Tomorrow, same story, thus the heavy, wet nature of the snow. But then we have issues. Beyond that, the weekend, all right, so high temperatures in the 40s through much, if not all of next week's going to melt that snow, and not good news for the trails or ice conditions at all. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is mostly cloudy skies, low temperatures down near 18, with a northwest breeze around 5 to 10. For Friday, all right, so lots of clouds early, snow about this time tomorrow evening, with high temperatures near 30 again, and a northeast breeze around 5 to 10. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwest Furniture and Mattress shows the snow tomorrow night and the early parts of Saturday, turning windy on Saturday with falling temperatures. And then Sunday, we're warmer, 35. And look what happens next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in the 40s with rain on Wednesday. Justin?
All right, thanks, Jeff. 2 lawsuits, both seeking $100 million, have been filed against the Oxford Community School District, their superintendent, and others connected to last month's deadly shooting at a Michigan high school. Brandy and Jeffrey Franz, the parents of 2 children hurt in that shooting, filed the suits. Police say 18-year-old Ethan Crumbly shot and killed 4 students. He wounded 7 others in the November 30th shooting at Oxford High School. The lawyer for the family suggested school officials failed to protect students. Also, in the wake of that shooting, some state lawmakers in Michigan are proposing new gun legislation. Michigan Democrats gathered in Lansing this morning to announce a bill proposal that would limit the sale of high-capacity magazines. Legislators are proposing to prohibit or prevent the sale and possession of high-capacity magazines that contain more than 10 rounds of ammunition.
That's what we are all here today to do. We are here today to limit the sale or possession of newly purchased high-capacity magazines. We are proactively working to prevent this heartache that I live with every single day.
Of course, gun control legislation has been introduced before. Lawmakers are again presenting the proposal in light again of that shooting at Oxford High School. The student accused in those deaths used high-powered magazines containing several rounds of ammunition, hence this particular bill. Russia has sent thousands of troops to the Ukraine border, raising concerns that it could be planning an invasion of that country. We'll have the latest from the region after the break.
Countdown to the new year with Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg's Cruisin' Countdown, where you could win a brand new Chevy Tahoe RST. And tons of cash and rewards play New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and all December long. Cash and rewards play every Friday and Saturday night in December. Then on New Year's Eve, hot seat drawings every hour, noon till 6. Cash barrel drawings 7 to 11, and the grand prize at midnight. $2,200 in cash and a new Chevy Tahoe. 2022 is going to be awesome at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg.
Give the gift of art this holiday season. Artist Christine Elfery is offering 2 limited edition signed coffee table books for the holiday season. Individualism and the Middle is Not Gray. These books are a beautiful summary of Christine's work in 2021, celebrating each unique individual and their wonderful spirit. Christine is also offering desk calendars featuring her works from these 2 series. Visit Christine's website at christineelfery.com to order yours today.
Every living creature on Earth needs Mother Nature's water for survival. From the family pet, whether it's the dog, our fish in a fish tank, to the precious little munchkins running around, for 7 decades, Maher Water Corporation has been supplying and treating this water for the entire family with products made here in Wisconsin by Water Care. So call us today for the cleanest, safest water around.
Hi, I'm Kristen from Sleep Central on Highway 51 South in Minocqua, your bedding and futon headquarters. We carry the largest selection of name brand mattresses in northern Wisconsin, in stock and ready for immediate delivery. Beautyrest, Sealy, Serta, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. We also have a huge selection of accessories to complement your bedding purchase. Sleep Central also carries a wide variety of futons and unique bedroom furniture with quality all-wood construction. Better sleep, pain-free, that's our promise at Sleep Central in Minocqua, your one-stop sleep shop.
President Joe Biden says he told Russian President Vladimir Putin the U.S. would pursue strong economic measures and increase military aid to other countries in that region if Russia were to invade Ukraine. Russia has sent thousands of troops to the Ukraine border recently, raising concerns that it could be planning an invasion of that country. Richard Engels at the front lines with the latest.
We are in eastern Ukraine, not far from the Russian border, and this is where the world's attention is focused right now, to see if Russia will send its roughly 100,000 troops and tanks and artillery over the border and invade Ukraine. But Russia already has a presence inside Ukraine. There are enclaves on Ukrainian territory controlled by pro-Russian separatists that are backed by Moscow, armed by Moscow, and according to the Ukrainian military, there are Russian advisors operating in those enclaves, giving them direct guidance and support. And the pro-Russian separatists and Ukrainian forces come into contact and are fighting almost on a daily basis. A lot of Russian officials and commentators and Russian state media are talking about this region. They say that one of the reasons they have deployed all the troops around the edges of Ukraine is to prevent Ukraine from joining NATO, which is still aspirational at this stage. And they say that it is Ukraine that is provoking a conflict because it is harassing the pro-Russian community in this country. Ukraine says just the opposite. Ukraine says it is those separatists who are trying to goad them into a fight, and that Russia is trying to intimidate them by having massed all of the troops around its border. All big wars have the potential of starting with very small incidents, and that incident could happen right in this area. Richard Engel, NBC News, Eastern Ukraine.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Furniture and Appliance Mart.
When you're ready to relax on a Sunday afternoon, tune in to 91.7 WXPR for Sunday Afternoon Jazz and listen to a great selection of the best in jazz. From 1 to 4 p.m. Sundays, listen to America's Classical Music on WXPR.
Ah, the joys of online ordering. You never have to leave the comforts of your home.
Right? And our go-to is Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Really?
You betcha. Got this bag delivered yesterday.
Oh, and they're sporting goods.
Awesome.
They've got all that?
When I need workwear, I know where I'm headed.
They've got kitchen gadgets,
Hunting gear,
canning
cookware,
supplies,
tools,
decor, pet toys,
lanterns.
Wow, I can't believe they have all that. It's all here at farmandfleet.com. Just a convenient click away.
Toys.
Find quality products
all online
at farmandfleet.com.
Well said.
With a Ford F-150 and an available Pro Power onboard generator, you're not just ready, you're holiday ready. Get a Ford F-150 with 0 for 60 and 500 retail bonus cash, plus complimentary maintenance when you sign up for Ford Pass Rewards. See your Ford dealer today.
One of our biggest sales of the year ends soon, the Thanksgiving sale at Slumberland Furniture. Get huge savings on our already low prices, up to 50% off. Plus, see what's new, what's in stock, and save 25% on our great accessories. Give your home that special touch. Huge store-wide savings at the Thanksgiving sale at Slumberland Furniture. Hurry and soon. And for better sleep, come to Slumberland Sleep Solutions and see how easy it is now to shop for a mattress.
Liv, I wanted to let you know who I am defending.
As long as it's not Richard Whately, we're good.
Well, isn't this awkward? Why are you defending the man who killed my wife? I'm being framed for a crime I didn't commit. This isn't a trial, it's a personal vendetta.
He tried to kill me.
Wheatley's not going down easy.
If you have something that you want to confess to me, I'll see you in court.
The Law and Order crossover event, tonight on NBC.
From polka to punk and everything in between, WXPR Public Radio plays a wide variety of music you won't hear anywhere else. Listen on your radio, online at WXPR.org, and on your smart speaker.
Jeff, unlike our last major snow that hit us more the further north you went, looks like everybody's going to get this one.
Everybody's going to get this one, right? And we don't do this very often. A large, almost a foot of snow on the way for tomorrow, but the heavy wet stuff too. So here's where the advisories are posted for tomorrow. They kick in about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, go through Saturday about noon for heavy snow in excess of 6 inches. In fact, here's the map. There could easily be a narrow band here, though, of a foot plus from, say, Merrill over toward the Anago area by early Saturday morning. But then look what happens. We're going to melt all this stuff on Saturday, 29, Sunday, 35. Those are 40s and maybe upper 40s in the forecast later on next week.
That'll be a change.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 5. NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt is next. We'll see you back here tonight at 6 with more.